Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to Britain for round 11 of the 2004 Formula 1 season. Let's get started.
Located just a few kilometers outside of Northampton, the fantastic Silverstone circuit combines two fast straights with an enthralling selection of slow, medium and high-speed turns. Surrounded by the headquarters of the Jordan, Williams, Jaguar, Renault, British American Racing and McLaren teams, this disused airfield in the heart of Formula One's so-called Silicon Valley often plays host to one of the most competitive races of the season.
As always, we start off with qualifying. I had a pretty decent pace throughout the lap, and that is a 120.9. I probably could have gone a bit faster, but that doesn't matter anymore.
Hello there. Welcome to Great Britain. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Button consistently outpaced his championship rival, the Sauber driver. Rubens Barrichello, second. Raikkonen, third. Schumacher, fourth. The Sauber driver performed brilliantly in qualifying to line up fifth. Juan Pablo Montoya, sixth. Trulli, seventh. David Coulthard, eighth. Takuma Sato, ninth. Nick Heidfeld, 10th. Olivier Panis, 11th. Felipe Massa was way off the pace of his teammate. He starts in 12th. Webber, 13th. Cristiano de Mata, 14th. Ralf Schumacher, 15th. Giorgio Pantano, 16th. Gianmarco Bruni, 17th. Fernando Alonso, 18th. Zobandana, 19th. Chris Klein, 20th.
And here we are on the grid for the British Grand Prix, starting from 5th, and this is the first time the British Grand Prix isn't our home Grand Prix in this series, as Sauber are a Swedish team if I'm not mistaken, although I could be wrong. But we're off. I was kind of slow to react there. It took me about half a second to get on the throttle after the light went out. In any case, we have Jarno Trulli right in front of us. Let's see if we can pass him through the Maggots Beckett Chapel complex. Tires are still quite cold. I can't really go too fast through here, but we're doing okay for the moment as I overtake Raikkonen and Michael Schumacher. But now for a replay. You can see there how long it took me to get moving. I was actually looking at something on my desk, not really paying attention at what was going on the screen. That cost me a position. Luckily, I managed to not only take it back, but to gain a few more too. And there I am overtaking Trulli. So we're already in 3rd, which is good, and it seems that I will have to push a bit harder if I want to overtake Button and Barrichello. Meanwhile, Schumacher is all over my gearbox, constantly looking for a gap. I'm trying not to give him any, but that's a bit difficult at the moment as my tires aren't up to temperature just yet. I'm hoping they will be in the next lap or so. I really could use the extra grip. But we're now coming around to finish lap 1 of the 2004 British Grand Prix. We have Barrichello in 1st, Button 2nd, we are 3rd, Michael Schumacher is 4th, and I believe Raikkonen is 5th. Lap 4, coming out of Beckett's, and Schumacher slams into me, pushing me off the track, and it sounds like there's a bit of an accident behind. So let's check it out. So here we are, coming out of Maggots and into Beckett, and just as we're exiting Beckett, Michael Schumacher crashed into me. Oh, and Kimi Raikkonen hits Michael Schumacher at full speed. Oh, there's even more carnage. Oh my. I don't even know what to commentate on. Everything is happening so quickly. There are wings and wheels all over the track, and cars continue to crash into each other. This reminds me of the 2002 Italian Grand Prix, was it? When more than half the field crashed into one another in the Ascari chicane. This is just absolutely insane, and we're now on board with Michael Schumacher to get a better look at what caused that massive pileup. Okay, that was totally Schumacher's fault. He had no right to be where he was. Not only that, but he also cut the track. So as I see it, that wasn't my fault. I was already committed to that line, and Schumacher tried an illegal move. But what do you guys think? Was that my fault, and if it was there anything I could have done to avoid that disaster? Lap 5, and we can see all the carnage, which apparently continues as we take second place. This is going to be one of those races, isn't it? And here we have Jensen Button with Barrichello just ahead of him. They come around and for some reason, they both decide that going off track is better. Oh come on, there's plenty of room on the track. And there come Yano Trulli and Takuma Sato. This is one messed up race. I don't think I've ever seen the AI being so dumb before. Granted, I never looked at replays before I started making this series, and that was one of the Jordans crashing and losing its wheels, and the Williams of Ralf Schumacher, I think. There come Massa and Alonso. What a complete mess. If this goes on, I won't have anyone to race against, which would suck big time, as we're only on lap 5 of 21. This is Monaco levels of insane, but at least there you can kind of understand as the track is really tight. Here on the other hand you have lots of room to maneuver, and that is Rubens Barrichello giving away the lead of the race. That was easier than I thought. And some more crashes, because why the hell not? That's my teammate Massa with Alonso behind and one of the minorities. I suspect it's Baumgartner. And there we have it, Massa is out of the race. Big freaking surprise. Ah, F1 Challenge 9902. You sometimes amaze me with how brilliantly stupid your AI is from time to time. I'm not sure how many cars are left. What I do know is that there aren't many. So this race is going to suck, and there's not much I can do about it. Well, I suppose I could restart, but that would be cheating in my opinion. This is lap 7 and Barrichello is preparing for a pit stop. He peels off into the pits and crashes into the pit wall because that's normal. So this is going to take him forever. Ooh, he found the reverse gear. Good times indeed. And now go and do your stuff. Or you could hit the wall again. That works too. Millions of Brazilians around the world are now crying because of you. Hope you're happy with that. Anyway, at the end of lap 11 I had to come in for fuel and tires, and believe it or not, it took Barrichello about a minute to actually go into the pits, which is astonishing. The AI is just brain dead today. I don't know what's going on. I could even stop for a coffee, there's plenty of time. However, I would much rather prefer to end this race already. By the way, I think there are only 4 cars left. That's 4 including me. Let's just finish the race. Coming around to finish lap 13, and I can see a wheel as I come out of Woodcut. So let's see what that's all about. At this point, nothing will surprise me. And there is Jolt Baumgartner coming into the pits and crashes into the same bit of wall Barrichello did a few laps before. It must be really tough being an AI these days. I don't even know anymore. I think I stopped caring about 10 laps ago. Lap 15 coming through club, and I'm informed that Barrichello had another crash, because of course he did. And here is the Brazilian coming into the pits and doing the same thing he did on lap 7 or whatever. Only this time he made sure he crashed into the wall hard enough to eliminate him from the race. With that, I think there are only 2 of us left on the track. That's quite unfortunate. I was really looking forward to a good tough race. Instead I get a race full of brain-dead AI. And I'm about to lap Barrichello, but that's irrelevant as he is out of the race. But the remaining AI is not, so in essence I've lapped everyone. Lap 16, Fernando Alonso is in the pits and I'm about to lap him for a second time. Hooray! Coming through Luffield for one last time, I'm in first, Alonso is second and 2 laps down, and no one else really matters. And despite winning the British Grand Prix, I'm quite disappointed with the overall race. This has got to be the worst race in terms of AI behavior. This race wasn't fun, this race wasn't exciting, this race was a pile of hot, steamy garbage. I really didn't enjoy this one.
Well, that's the end of a fantastic British Grand Prix. Here are the final results. The Sauber driver first. Alonso second. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Schumacher first.
Michael Schumacher leads the drivers' standings with 75 points. We are in second with 59 points. Button is third with 47 points. Trulli is fourth with 44 points. In fifth we have Rubens Barrichello with 39 points. Alonso is sixth with 34 points. Seventh is held by Raikkonen with 25 points. In eighth we have Sato with 21 points. Montoya is ninth with 20 points. Ralf Schumacher 10th with 14 points. Webber 11th with 11 points. In 12th we have Coulthard with 10 points. Perez holds 13th with 5 points. Massa is 14th with 3 points. And in 15th we have Klien and D'Amata with 1 point.
Ferrari still lead the Constructors' Championship, but with a reduced points advantage. Renault are second, whilst third place is held by BAR.
Ferrari lead the Constructors' standings with 113 points. Renault are second with 78 points. BAR are third with 68 points. Our team is fourth with 62 points. McLaren holds fifth with 35 points. Williams sixth with 34 points. In seventh we have Jaguar with 12 points. And Toyota are eighth with 6 points. Well, we won. That's 10 more points in the bag, which is really helpful. However, I don't really feel like celebrating. This was a dumb way to win. There really wasn't anything enjoyable in this race. In any case, let's just put it behind us and focus our attention to our next race, the German Grand Prix at Hockenheim. I'm really hoping that it won't turn into another crash fest. Anyway, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.